Let's bring in Daniel Radcliffe, the villain. We'll get to that in a second.
I mean, this
How are
movie
you, Daniel?
looks so good.
Hey, man. Yeah, good. How are you?
We're doing well. I just want to go down memory lane for a second. You probably don't remember this, but I think the last time we had you here on the show, we surprised you with Tara Reid. Do you remember any of that?
No, I remember this vividly. I remember this very vividly. Yeah, no, that's one of that's a key moment in my life. And she gave me a bottle of Shark by Tara. I have some perfume, and which I gave to my girl. I remember it all.
Well, see, it's tough to create a seminal moment for you, Daniel, because you've done so much in your life. But we thought maybe that would stand out. We thought that. Well, I also thought that
really
would.
Does.
I thought that and hoped internally that would develop into some sort of cameo in the Sharknado franchise, but I don't think I saw that.
It didn't happen. But thank you for trying. I do appreciate it.
Schedule conflicts, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that you're right. That like the minute you started saying, I don't know if you remember this, my immediate reaction is, oh God, I'm not going to remember this. I never remember anything.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you did say one of a genuinely great moments.
Aww.
I know. That's like when people say, sometimes you'll run into someone somewhere. I mean, any of us, right, in the universe at the grocery store, and they're like, hey, and you're talking for a second. They go, do you know my name? And I'm like, I really don't know what to say when someone puts you on the spot.
And especially like in the last few years, I feel like I've developed like very, very close working relationships with people who I still haven't seen the bottom half of their face. So I could work with somebody for like months and then like not know them in real life.
It's so
true. Sure there's a lot of that in our future.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, we were talking about the fact that students in Los Angeles today or this week are just having the chance to see their teachers' full faces because the mask mandate has been lifted at the LAUSD.
Oh wow, yeah, God, what a strange sentence and what a strange few years.
Listen, we've been talking about you coming on. The Lost City is in theaters tomorrow, and I saw it. I had a chance to see this. Sisney has not seen this, but
no, it looks really good though, and the cast. Wow.
Do I love the spacecraft or aircraft you have, but the diabolical charm that you deliver in this role.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I mean, he's an incredibly fun villain. He is a villain, but all his villainy is kind of motivated by very pathetic drives. Like he's just desperate to prove himself to his dad, and he's sort of desperate for Sandra's character to like him even as he is kidnapping her. So yeah, he's a very like bratty, petulant villain. So there was a lot of like fun to be had with him, and also as you mentioned, he has a lot of cool stuff. Like he has, I'm like dressed in the most beautiful suits I've ever worn, and yeah, there's a lot of cool, he's like insane vehicles. Like the plane is one thing, but he also drives a car that really exists that is genuinely, I believe, called an Apocalypse.
Oh, is that is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, why would you call a car that? It's such a. Why do you want to think about that when you're going for a nice drive?
But it exists out there.
It is. I believe it's a real thing, and I could never like. Every time I got in it, and I was next to it was often a guy called Sly, our stunt guy who was driving it. Every time I would get in, I'd be like, I'm so glad I don't have to drive this, and you're doing this, Sly. This seems like the most stressful vehicle to drive in the world.
No, I think it's a fun movie, right? It's a fun movie to see, and as you said, it's a great
really
cast.
Awesome.
It's fun. Yeah, The Lost City in theaters.
It's yeah.
I just have to tell you,
sorry, go on,
that I'm very excited that you're playing Weird Al.
Yeah, no, I know. It's one of. We just finished shooting it. It was a very fast shoot, and one of them, like the whole thing was like an out of body experience. Like when you get there on the first day and you're playing a Weird Al song in front of Weird Al, it's a really
that must be so
moment.
strange. Yeah.
It was, but thankfully he is like the nicest and kind of most generous spirited human being, and so he was he was very, very supportive and helpful on set, and he co-wrote the movie, so he's like very involved.
So that's a Roku Channel's biopic, right?
Right.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be on Roku hopefully at some point later this year, but I don't know when.
I mean, the guy has range, Daniel Radcliffe, right? The guy has range. If you want to see all those different.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Weird Al. I was about to be like, yes.
No, Weird Al. He's a franchise in his own. But I just googled an image of you as Weird Al, and I love the mustache and the
Yeah,
hair and
it
the,
works.
and the shirts.
The mustache is the mustache is all me. That's real. That
Oh,
was
look
one thing
at
I was
you,
like,
Daniel.
I don't want to.
You don't
Yeah,
have
I
to
don't
brag.
wanna
You don't have to
fake
brag.
hair.
Don't brag about your facial hair on us.
Well, no, I wish I could have grown that hair. Like the unfortunately, my hair does not go into some kind of cool, awesome curly thing. If I let it grow long, I just look more and more like my mom.
Hey, man, great to have you on. Thanks so much for chatting with us. All right, we'll check you out.
No worries. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks a
All
lot.
right, Daniel. See you.
Bye.
Bye.